So far, I think you guys already have everything, but everything that I actually dreamed of in a company, you already have it.
Wow. Hey there, Assistant Lead fam. Welcome again to Assistant Lead Talent Fun Chat. And today we have here Crystal Kate Sanchez, who's been with us for how many months again, Crystal?
Actually, I just turned 1 year the other day. So I'm
Oh,
very, very.
congratulations. I didn't realize that. I think I have my record messed up because it says on my record it's on February 6th, but it's not.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
congratulations on your first anniversary with Assistant Lead. So how's everything so far?
Yeah, so far it's actually really great. I had a call with Marvin the other day, and I mean Melvin, and I actually told him that I was very, very happy and I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity. Like almost every day, I feel very thankful because you and the rest of the assistant lead team gave me an opportunity to join your team, and life has never been better, actually.
Wow. Well, you deserve that spot because you're such a unicorn. Well, I'm kind of curious. Can you just share us what initially attracted you to work with Assistant Lee and how has your journey been so far?
What initially attracted me to assistant lead is I actually have a friend, and I previously worked in a very toxic environment, a very toxic company. And of course, it's affecting me mentally. It's affecting my mental health. I've been struggling every day to work. So one of my friend recommended me assistantly, and she told me that aside from the great management, aside from like great everything, she told me that you're also very flexible and you listen to your employee, which is very, very important. Employee also matters. So that's what she told me. And then so I decided to apply. And actually it's very unfortunate because I got rejected twice. But I didn't give up, of course. So I tried and tried, and each time I failed, is I actually made sure to double check the lapses that I actually did on my first try and then my second try, and then finally I got in, and I also made sure that I have the experience needed for a client that you're looking for and for assistantly, of course. So I think prompt me to join was my friend. And then aside from the very attractive offer, opportunity, kind management, and everything,
Hmm.
so far my experience with Assistantly, again, as I previously mentioned, it's always so great. I never even experienced a problem with you guys. It's just very seamless and transparent.
Well, it's definitely worth the wait, right? And
Yes.
I'm just so happy to hear that because what we actually aim to do here is to build up a community that would definitely make you feel that you are well supported, well taken care of,
Mhm.
and you would consider the community as a safe space that you can always reach out to us whenever you need us. And the door is
Mhm.
always open for suggestions, for comments, and of course, if you need anything. And I'm just curious, is that friend of yours still with us recently?
Yes, right now.
Who's that? Is that a VA or from internal team?
From one of the VAs.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Who's that? I'm not sure because we have a referral bonus program. So I just want to make sure that this person gets the referral bonus.
Yes, her name's Rex.
Oh, I'll make sure to check if we were able to give the referral bonus direct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, in what ways has working with Assistantly contributed to your personal and professional growth?
Okay, so my professional growth first is thing I learned and have I mean learned along the way is communication with assistantly. You guys communicate so much, and like this is the first time I've ever encountered a company that actually is very proactive, checks in with their employees like every week, and I feel so grateful because I think it's very rare that company does this. Like, how are you also do like amazing and fun games, which is sometimes when you work you also need to have fun,
Mhm.
just to relax your mind out of your hectic schedule and also hectic tasks. So it's very, very great, it's very fun. My communication definitely increased along the way. And then I think that's it, communication and also adaptability, because you guys are so amazing. Aside from you communicating with us what's wrong, you also made sure, especially for your employees, that we can talk to you directly, whether it's a personal or work related problems. I think it's just very amazing. Chef's kiss.
Wow. I'm so glad to hear that. And it melts our heart because it's
Mhm.
really nice to know that we are, we're really getting there. What we have
Mhm.
envisioned, what we have in mind as part of our mission as an internal team, like for us to be able to connect with everyone and to really build that kind of relationship that can go beyond what we do at work. Right. So talking about work, now let's talk about your client. Could you please share
Mhm.
with us a particularly memorable project or task you worked on with your assistantly client and what made it stand out?
One thing that actually impresses me, so with the client that I'm currently working for, she's very amazing. I just wanted to say that just in case she checks this out. So she's very amazing. I'm so proud and very happy that she has become my client. So one of the things that I actually never have forgotten is, I work in a customer service industry, so it's kind of
Mhm.
hectic, of course, because you're basically the shock absorber of these customers because they reached out initially because of an issue. So one of the very memorable thing that ever happened is we set campaigns. We set like promotions, and this is one of our biggest campaign. So like probably around 70% off. So obviously the customer is gonna come in and overflow our tickets. So all of the tickets actually piled up. So what we did
Mhm.
is, of course, it's very important. My colleague and assistantly as well. I mean, my colleague from assistantly, who's been such a helping hand in like she actually, I think she's ahead of me for like 5 months. She's very, very amazing. What she did is we created a process where, for example, we're gonna separate each of the ticket because of course it's overflowing, but we need to make sure that we have to finish all of our tasks in time. So
Mhm.
what we did is we communicated with our client, and at the same time I also communicated with her that what are we going to prioritize, the refund or the partner loop in first. So of course we have to prioritize which one is easy, and then after detailed communication with my colleague, with the team, we were able to finalize all of the ticket on time. And of course I worked a
Wow.
little extra minutes because we always wanted to make sure that our clients are happy, and at the
Yes.
same time I'm also free during that time, so I finalized all of the ticket in time, and then it ended out amazing. Even the client itself told us that, to be honest, it's kind of overwhelming because
Mhm.
that's probably very rare that ticket was overflowing, like pending, piling up. So it's very amazing. It's very memorable because of the teamwork, my client's communication, like everything, the outcome, the project, it turned out very, very well.
Well, indeed, that is amazing. And
Mhm.
we're just so proud. Okay, now that's just probably one of your wins. Now let's talk about your challenges. What has been the
Okay.
most challenging aspect of your role and how did you overcome it to achieve success?
One of the most challenging when, again, as previously mentioned, you are in a customer service industry is, of course, probably 80% of the customer or 60% out of the customer that you are encountering is already frustrated because they already have a concern, an existing concern, and they just reach out to you because they need help. So I have this one particular customer who's already very frustrated because he tried reaching out multiple times to the partner, and then he never received a response. So what I did
Mhm.
is, of course, I made sure that I do these three things: empathize, sympathize, and apologize. So those three things are very important. This customer would feel that, of course, you understand their situation and that you are there to help them. He was very frustrated at first, and he even like cussed me out. But of course, it's just the initial process. After that, I was able to calm him down. It's mentally challenging facing customers like that. But of course, you still have to think about their situation because you already have an existing problem. So after that, one of the most amazing thing in how I was able to overcome it because of those three things that I mentioned. Aside from that, under promise but over deliver. Do not give your customer false hope. So that's what I did. I told him that I'm going to reach out to the partner and hopefully get an answer from the partner very shortly until your concern gets resolved. And of course, the concern got resolved. I was able to get a hold of the partner. I made the customer happy at the end of the day. So that's very amazing.
Well, what you've shared with us is would definitely a great tip, especially for those who will
Mhm.
just start their journey as a freelancer or as a
Mhm.
virtual assistant, or probably as one of our talents here in Assistantly. That's
Yes.
just amazing. Now, you've shared a lot of great stuff, but I am still curious. What has been your proudest moment or biggest win so far while working with Assistantly?
Proudest moments. It's very specific, but I wanted to share this. A few months ago, one of my client or one of our team leads actually reached out to me. This is an escalation ticket. So an escalation ticket, of course, it's already a very complicated ticket and there is actually probably 7 concerns. She reached out to me and she complimented me that she is very, very grateful for me. She wanted to let me know that she appreciates my work because
Wow.
I'm very detail oriented. I even have a screenshot because that is very, very memorable for me. I'm very detail oriented. And aside from that, all of the support team members, I have the highest customer satisfaction rating. All of my team members, including the ones in the United States. So it's such a very memorable, and I'm very, very proud of myself because imagine my colleague were working there for 4 years, 5 years, and
Wow.
I was able to surpass their score, which is, I think, very, very amazing. I actually promised to my client that I also wanted the customers retention. So it's very important for me because I'm a very customer centric person. So I made sure that I show that to them and not just, I walk the talk.
Well, definitely, that's something that you should be proud of, and we are proud of you too. Okay, now
Thank you so
enough of the work stuff. Let's talk about something a bit personal. How do you
much.
maintain a healthy work life balance while striving to achieve more with Assistantly?
I made sure that my personal life is separated from my work life. It's very, very important. If I could give only one advice, that would be it. Because if you combine both, your work could be affected. Personal life should be really separated from work life. Because whatever you're going through, of course, we go through all that. You still need to make sure that you are providing good service to your client and communicating well with your customer. That's why whenever I have issues at home, whenever I have personal issues, I never really let that affect me because again, I wanted to make sure that I provide good service to the customer without any like complications because if you get your personal life involved, you get frustrated very easily because you have
Yeah.
problems, at home and you have problems at work. So I think it's going to get complicated. If I could give one advice, that would be it. And aside from that, as a shock absorber of customers, I always make sure to meditate. So it's very, very important to me. So I meditate and I also do yoga, but I think it's just my preference because, it helps me relax. It puts ease in my mind. So those two, my checklist, if you wanted to maintain healthy work and life balance, personal life.
Well, that's true. That's something that everyone should work on because working in this kind of industry, of course, will really teach us to wear different hats. And it's a
Yes.
skill for you to be able to wear a specific hat in a specific situation. And that's just
Mhm.
amazing. What you've shared with us is just amazing. It's actually one great tip that you could give to someone
Mhm.
who will be starting their journey as a virtual assistant or starting their journey with Assistantly, right? Now, talking about Assistantly this time, how would you describe Assistantly's culture and how does it align with your personal values?
I think with Assistantly, I'm sure you guys are very, very transparent. I just wanted to say that. So, very transparent. You listen to your employees, which is very, very good. I never really had a problem with you guys. Aside from that, I think the communication, the transparency, you also prioritize your employees' mental well being, which is very, very great. It's very rare to experience that with other companies. So that's why I was able to apply it to my personal life because, I communicate with my family. every people around me. I also realized that with you guys, since you also prioritize mental health, I think it's also very important, especially with me, because I already gave advice that I we should always separate personal life, work life. I think it's very, very great that you actually help employee prioritize both personal and also work life, because aside from I think you also listen to your employees' personal problem, which is very, very rare for a company to do that. So I think that's it. So far,
Mhm.
these three, if I could like highlight something with Assistantly, it's those three. You guys is transparency, you value your employees, and also you value your employees' mental health, especially a company like you guys. So it's amazing.
Thank you so much, Crystal. And I'm just curious because, of course, you were talking about assistantly listening to everyone, of course, in the entire community. And part of that would be asking this question, like, do you have any innovative idea or suggestion that you've thought of and would like to see being implemented here at the system?
So far, I think you guys already have everything, but everything that I actually dreamed of in a company, you already have it.
Wow.
There's nothing in my mind right now because you basically have everything. You pay good, listen to your employees, communication wise. Like, I think no, I don't have any like suggestion for you guys to
Still can.
implement because
But if
basically,
anything pops up, probably after this call, feel free to reach out to me and I'll
yes.
gladly listen to those suggestions. Because, one of our mottos here in Assistantly is that we want to make you feel that you deserve more and you deserve better. And we can achieve more together, right?
Yes.
So this would probably my last question for now. I don't want to take much of your time and I want you to enjoy your weekend. Where do you see yourself in the future with Assistantly and what are your long-term career aspirations?
I can see myself in Assistantly probably still working and in a higher position with the company that I'm
Definitely.
currently working for. It's always my goal to attain more. But of course, at the same time, I'm a very ambitious person. So if I wanted to attain more, of course, I have to work hard for it. Probably in the future, I would see myself working with the higher department from the company that I'm working for right now because I love them. I love the company that I'm working for. Such an amazing company. I will always be thankful for them. And my career aspiration is to probably continue improving the skills that I have because, of course, I don't know everything, and learning is like one of the constant things in the world. So you always learn every day. So that's what I actually put in my mind and my mindset, that I don't know everything. So I also am willing to learn along the way. So you're never perfect. You make mistakes, and just make sure that you don't repeat those mistakes. Aside from improving my skills, my communication, improving my adaptability, even though my communication with the company, I always communicate with the company that I'm working for. Right now, I communicate with them every day whenever there are issues. I still wanted to improve my communication because, again, you always learn every day. I think that's just it.
Well, with the great performance that you're doing and with your attitude towards work, I believe that will happen in the future. And I cannot wait to celebrate with you, Crystal. And I look forward to
Thank you
congratulating you
so
when that day
much.
comes. Of course, not
Mm-hmm.
just with your anniversary with Assistantly, but of course with your great achievement with the company that you're working for right now. Once again, thank you so much, Crystal, for saying yes to this. And I know that you're
Mm-hmm.
busy, you're tired, and you just want to rest. I hope you feel better, of course, with your throat. And I just want to say that we appreciate you. Continue doing what you're doing, keep shining, and keep on sprinkling that unicorn magic that you have. And
Thank
I'm just
you.
excited for you. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Crystal.
so much, Ace. Bye. Take
Bye. Enjoy
care.
your weekend.